well, we always talk about whether they have long-term care insurance policies, financially, what their assets are. Do they anticipate up front what the costs are going to be? Because long-term care is quite expensive. And I don't think they always realize when they admit to a facility, the expenses could be upward of $10,000 a month. It can be pretty expensive and cost prohibitive. Long-term care policies are a good idea. We're seeing them more and more of them. The one thing we do notice is that not only when you purchase that policy, you want to keep it in an accessible place. You want to let your family know that you have that policy and where it's located. Because if you've had an illness such as a stroke or some other form of illness that could leave you incapacitated, where you can't actually let them know, they need to know where to get their hands on all of those documents. So that's always a good idea to have that upfront and accessible.
That's such great advice. That my dad has that too. He has everything in a box. He goes over it with me every time I visit to make sure I know where everything is. And, and it's things you think about, passwords and being able to get into different accounts, or making sure there are just ways to have that information readily available, because it's always typically you need it in a crisis situation, and it's very stressful and emotional during that time too.
Right.
Do you have a particular checklist that you share with families to kind of help them to what paperwork they'll need?
Not necessarily a checklist. I've been doing it so long because I have been a business office manager since 1997. So I have quite a few years experience. So I kind of quiz people from just what I know I'm going to need up front as to documents. I mean, a lot of people don't think about powers of attorney or guardianship or anything like that until it's kind of too late to get them in place. If a person's not capable of signing such a document, it could get a little bit cumbersome to get something like that after the fact. But we do try to collect all of that up front when a person admits to our building, and also help them apply for their benefits through long-term care policy. I always try to advise people, as soon as they know they're going to admit to our building and there is a long-term care policy, they should call that insurance company right away and initiate a claim, and then let us know the claim number and the policy number and the name of the company, so that we can keep an eye out for the questionnaire that they're going to send us requesting medical documents, license of the facility, copies of insurance claims and or private pay statements that they'll need to have sent to them. And we do initiate all that up front and help them through that policy.